2006, Rahul Dravid engineered one of the most important Test match victories in Indian cricket history. Dravid was captaining his star-studded squad on an unsuccessful tour of the West Indies. Despite their talent, the struggles were nothing new. Overseas trips had been miserable for India's cricketers ever since Kapil Dev's side triumphed over England in 1986. And although their home record painted a very different picture beyond the borders of Asia, victories were rare. There was a triumph over lowly Zimbabwe in 2005, but the consistent overseas failures had led to an unwanted nickname: Tigers at home, Lambs abroad. This West Indies tour of 2006 was following a familiar pattern: a surrendered lead and series defeat in the ODIs, missed opportunities at the start of the Test series, and now a winner-takes-all situation in the final Test at Sabina Park. Dravid won the toss and chose to bat. It seemed like a promising start, but that optimism soon evaporated in the face of a ruthless West Indies attack and a minefield pitch. Jaffer, Sehwag, Laxman, Yuvraj, Kaif and Dhoni fell like dominoes. The scoring rate was flatlining, yet amidst the chaos, one man stood firm: the wall. Playing with characteristic resolve, Dravid finally found a partner in Anil Kumble. Together, they salvaged the wreckage. Dravid's 81 was a masterpiece of concentration and skill. He faced 215 balls, 174 of them were dots. Despite his toil, India were bowled out for 200 on day one. It was a score Dravid deemed insufficient, but thought his side could fight back with the ball on a challenging pitch. West Indies captain Brian Lara held a very different view, and so the stage was set for a battle of perceptions. Day 2 began with India's bowlers striking early. Soon, the West Indies were suffering a mirror image of India's collapse. A whirlwind Harbhajan spell ensured there was no West Indies saviour, and the hosts were skittled. So, before the end of Day 2, India were batting again. Their second innings was almost a rerun of the first. The top order failed, as did the middle, but again, Dravid stood tall, only this time with a twist. The skipper seemed to leave his wall in the dressing room and played an assertive innings. His 68 came in a manner distinct from his first innings knock, and as India set a target of 268, Dravid had contributed almost half of his side's total runs in the match. His efforts deserved a victory, but that outcome now rested in the hands of his bowlers. Enter Sreesanth, who once again triggered an early West Indies collapse. Their big names, Gale, Lara and Chanderpaul, all succumbed. India seemed poised for triumph. But this time, the Caribbean side didn't wilt and found resilience in an aggressive Sarwan and Bravo partnership. The relentless Sreesanth struck yet another crucial blow to remove Sarwan, and it was left to Anil Kumble to seal the deal. The man who'd played Dravid's understudy with the bat on day 1 emerged as the maestro with the ball. His leg spin orchestrated the dismissal of the West Indies, and so, after 2 decades, India celebrated a significant victory outside of Asia. It was their first series win in the Caribbean for 35 years, and it wouldn't have been possible without the man of the match and the series, their captain, Rahul Dravid. On a pitch no one else could solve, he conquered the minefield and set up India's historic victory.